of the trouble is we're in an extremely pluralistic country, and different people have different religious traditions. And how do we give due weight not only to our own religious tradition and the Catholic tradition, but also to other people's very different perceptions, perhaps, of what their moral obligations are? We think about religious liberty, and it's a multifaceted thing, right? I mean, you've got states, some states established religion. You can do some things as a state-established religion, the Puritans knew this, that you couldn't accomplish. You can live a whole life that way. We Catholics, we Americans said, no, we don't want to do that. That unity isn't worth the price in repressing the religious freedom of smaller groups within that and of individuals whose views differ from that of the majority. I think part of what we're dealing with here is the tension between institutional religious freedom and individual religious freedom. And because you do have people who many times don't have a choice about where they get a job. It's not totally analogous to people not having a choice about what country they live in, but the First Amendment cases actually take this into account. You know, there are some things that ought not to depend upon where you work as to be part of the basic benefit package. And our rules on religious liberty have to look at kind of everyone's needs and perspective. Suppose there was a religious employer that had, you know, that belonged to the Church of Zero Population Growth and didn't want to cover pregnancy services. You know, that was their deep religious, but should they be able to say, we're not going to cover pregnancy services? So, of course not, but how do we approach these questions fairly without putting the thumb on the scale of our own beliefs, so that we're treating other people in a pluralistic society respectfully?